Hello everyone, I'm Luxin. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles X. Last time we did an affinity mission for Tatsu that didn't butcher his character like the main story does completely, and it was actually kind of okay. Also, we went to some places, we got some treasures, we beat an enemy that I thought we would immediately die to. It was an interesting time. Anyway, this time we're gonna jump straight into Irina's affinity mission, and the last thing we have to do before we can finally take on Chapter 5, Renewed Will.
Colonel. Off duty today, Irina? Finally. I love my team, but we're together 24/7. I thought it'd be nice to grab a bite by myself, but
You realized eating alone is kind of pathetic?
well, that's not exactly how I'd put it.
Too sad and lonely to eat? Tatsu can definitely help Irina there. Tatsu is happy to chew and swallow food for Irina's sake.
Helpful as ever, small fry.
You travel with quite the cast of characters, Colonel.
Well, if it ain't Irina.
That's Lieutenant Irina to you. She was a real big shot back on Earth, remember?
Hey, she's Blade now. Same as us. Just another lowly stinking grunt. No better than you or me. Ain't that right, Irina?
Something like that.
Ah, hey, now that ain't fair. Think about it. She does pretty damn well with the hand she was dealt. Even saddled with losers like Gwen, her team manages to pull off a mission now and then.
Leave it, Irina. They aren't worth the effort.
Yes, ma'am.
See that? She's like a cute little puppy. All trained and everything.
Yeah, you're right. Elma calls the shots now. Her and that freak show she calls a team. Beauty and the Beasts.
Right? Listen, Elma. When you're ready to have a real man serve under you, call me, okay?
That's enough! I was going to let you two mouth breathers off this time, but talking trash about my team and the Colonel? No way. It's time for a lesson.
Oh, baby. A private lesson?
Oh, this ought to be good. Let's go!
We really don't have time for this kind of nonsense, you know.
I'm sorry, Colonel, but I can't just ignore what they said.
I know. And since we don't have time for it, I'll help you keep it short.
The more the merrier. Colonel or General or whatever. Fancy titles ain't gonna save you here.
Freeze, maggots!
Commander Vandam.
This isn't... I mean, we just... They started it.
Shut your hole! I saw the whole thing, including where you picked a fight that was about to get your teeth kicked in. Now get your skinny little asses back to the barracks. Your tongues have an appointment with some toilet seats. Sorry about that. Those boys just got no discipline. Though I'm a little surprised to see you in a street fight, Elma.
You're right. Usually, I would have put an end to it. But Irina's been one of mine since basic. This was personal.
Thanks, Colonel. And I'm sorry. I just can't deal with men like that. Ugh.
You okay?
Just forget it.
Actually, I was looking for Elma.
A new mission?
Yeah, some local indigents causing a ruckus over on the Grieving Plains. It ain't pretty. Lost a few prospectors already.
Understood. We're on it.
Colonel, I'd like to join you, if that's all right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're off duty today.
I need to blow off some steam. And besides, I miss working with the Colonel.
All right. We can always use another soldier of your caliber on the team.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. This is cool because we weren't given a proper introduction mission for Irina when we first recruited her. We just kind of saw her and then she joined the team. This, because she has a big role to play, she has a decently big role to play in the next chapters, is sort of our true introduction to her as a character, as you could see from that scene. Unfortunately, it looks like my whole playing as Lynn thing is gonna have to wait until the beginning of the story chapter itself, because this is basically her introduction mission, even though we did have her in the party a little bit. So I would like to actually play as her, especially since she's a Psyker Up There Plus, and she'll play basically like half like what she uses: assault rifles and knife. So she'll basically play like Drifter Me did, but with some Psychoruptor Me arts, which is pretty nice. And I'm going to warp out to the Grieving Plains because that's where we need to be, and I've been wasting time. Alright, from the Grieving Plains, first thing we're gonna do is grab that treasure that I can see very conspicuously. Also, listen to Irina's nice voice clip for jumping. That's like that's a good grunt. The voice actress can do the grunts really well, because the ugh in the cutscene could have been really cheesy sounding, but she actually pulled it off. As you can tell, in most cases, it's the writing that's bad, not the voice acting, at least in this game. Anyway, we're gonna take on some Matinal Avellos, and let's see what arts Irina's got. She's got Repair, Full Specs, Screamer, Furious Blast, and 2 new arts. So these 4 are all ones that I've had at one point. Actually, Screamer, Full Specs, and Repair are all ones that I currently know. And then she also has Smooth Recovery, which is basically a repair on everyone nearby her. I should not have done that. Wow, I don't have any of our arts leveled up. This thing is, I would play as her, but she's kind of going to be useless. Because Burst Grenade is a new assault rifle art that deals thermal damage near the enemy, does more damage to toppled enemies. Actually, I think I know Burst Grenade. What am I talking about? But let's see. Her Furious Blast is useless because she can't even do melee combos. In general, I will not be playing as her after this fight because she doesn't know enough arts to be interesting yet. Interesting to play as, and honestly not very useful right now. She can just kind of sit there and heal, maybe. But we got her in the lead now, so we're going to keep her in the lead to take off the Martin Olavello. The last of the Martin Olavellos. Although I'm going to check very quickly to see if just if he does have Alright, let's see. Alright, these are, I guess, these are only arts. These are only knife and ray gun arts. So I'm going to instead check the class menu. That's not the class menu. Although, yeah, Irina doesn't have any. Alma, I can give her background noise. And Master Edge. Lynn, I can, let's see, which Mighty Muscle, Steel Flesh. Keep those. Dismantle or Shield Screen. That's good. That's just more tanking. Alright. That was actually... Hold on. High Tension, Beauty Sleep, Brain... Oh, I learned so many more ones. Enemy Control Resistance. I don't have control yet, so that doesn't matter. That isn't... It still isn't very helpful. And then Brain Wall still not very helpful. So I'm going to keep the skills I got. Classes, finally. Where is Burst Grenade on here? Okay, Burst Grenade is a Samurai Gunner art, so Gwyn probably knew it, not Irina. Anyway, I'm gonna put Lynn in the lead because I will just be sitting and watching the AI do everything unless I'm playing as someone who isn't Irina. Because not only is she underleveled, she just doesn't know any arts. Lynn doesn't have any green. I'm going to be tweaking her arts palette, I guess, as we go. Yeah, these are level 11 enemies, so they're not going to be doing much to us anyway. I should probably have not used Bullet Twister, but that doesn't matter. We got them all.
Woohoo! Friends kicking butts today.
Strange.
Right?
Friends saying Tatsu is strange?
Well, yeah, but besides that, these creatures don't really seem powerful enough to have caused blade casualties.
Exactly. The commander wouldn't send your team all the way out here just for this. We must be missing something.
Elma here. Go ahead.
Sam, we have an emergency. Another team is under attack near your location.
Copy that. On the way.
Yeah, there's no way that would be the entire mission, especially since, you know, it's a level 15 mission and the enemies were level 11. Every level locked mission we've done so far has had enemies at or above the level. So, we're gonna basically just run back to the Grieving Plain segment we were in before. And once we move up through here, there's not really much to talk about. We're just running to another fight. But if we can see it now, it's an Aravis, which we've never successfully beaten yet.
There's our real target.
Wait a sec. Those are the jerks who were hassling Irina. Seriously? Those guys?
That's enough. Now let's get in there and take that thing down.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this Broom Aravis actually counts as a boss and not just a... It's playing the story boss theme because this is the boss of a required story mission. That's actually pretty cool. We're over-leveled, even though Irina got one-shotted. So, yeah, that's basically why I didn't keep playing as her. Because we can murder this thing any day. Except now that everyone except Lynn has taken damage. Alright. I'm going to try to get thermal payload maxed out. I could probably solo this fight with Lynn. because she's still full HP. I guess because I'm not really doing any damage. It didn't do anything besides the Wild Smash. So I'll do Bombardier. I'll do Wild Down. Didn't get toppled, but I'll do Thermal Payload anyway to get the Soul Voice off. Yet it still did that much damage. And then I'll just do the double Wild Smash again, and there we go.
Wow. You really saved our bacon there. Thanks.
It's fine. Situations like this are exactly what we're here for, after all.
But you two better train harder. Or you're gonna keep running into trouble everywhere you go here.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Hey, about the other day? Sorry. We didn't mean anything by it.
It was the same
It's
day.
fine already. Just get home in one piece.
Right.
It's almost worse when they apologize.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry too.
What for?
When I, hesitated to help them out.
Oh, that? No worries. Honestly, I was thinking the same thing.
What? You were?
Sure I was. A jerk is still a jerk, even if it's your job to save him.
Harsh, but fair.
I still can't believe how quick you jumped in to help.
Well, we're the only humans on this rock. Our future depends on all of us, even the dirtbags. If you look at it that way, it was a pretty easy decision. Anyway, thanks, Colonel. My head feels a lot clearer now. I appreciate you letting me tag along.
Anytime, soldier.
All right, let's get back to New LA.
Yep, short and sweet, story required Affinity mission. Surprisingly, we learned Smooth Recovery now, which is sort of nice, but... Who classed up? Who classed up? Was it me? I think it might have been... Elma. Okay. So I think that gave her a new art. Which now to reevaluate her arts palette. What did she learn, even? Oh, Executioner... do I want to get rid of Violent Streak for that? Not really. I'm gonna keep with that. Unfortunately, don't really have any. These are just gather things. So we're gonna keep Irina in the party for a little bit longer. Head to NLA and see if there are any more quests we can grab. Actually, we unlocked 2 new Affinity missions. Chapter 5, Level 22 mission. 4 max members, Elmo and Lynn required, called BFFs. Which is, I guess, about them. I don't know why it required this one to unlock and not just Chapter 5. And then we got Irina's next Affinity mission. Chapter 11 required. We're not going to do that. At all. Anytime soon. So, yeah. Gonna keep Irina in the party for the rest of this episode just because this was supposed to be her episode, even if we got her stuff out of the way pretty quickly. But other than that, let's try the commercial district again, because there was one new quest that I kept not taking because of Affinity Mission, so we can probably do that in the rest of the time for this episode. Alright, head right back to Barista Court. We got a follow-up to the other Joe mission. Actually, you know what? While I'm thinking of it, I'm going to swap out Repair for Smooth Recovery. Let's see. At full spec set. Because look how much support Psychoruptor is. Look at only one of these 4 green arts is from Affinity missions. And then I've also got 3 purple arts that weren't from Affinity missions at all. Then there's this one from Psychoruptor 7. And the rest of them are from the upgraded class Mastermind, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to learn any more arts in Psychoruptor. And then any of these 4 that don't have any class requirement, those are all from Affinity missions, so... Got a lot still to do things for me, but I'd repair, that's 22.8, 45, healing amount 180. Doesn't say how much HP is recovered by this. Oh, this is percentage based, this is numerical based. That's why it's not good. You know what? I'm just going to keep repair. That was a waste of time. Let's do a quest.
Now what?
So we already broke a thing. We already fixed one thing Joe broke. And if they're out of espresso and lattes, wait. I swear I did this quest before. What? Oh, did I have a failed recording of one episode and... Okay. Okay, guess we're doing this quest a second time. Well, I'm gonna just cut the rest of this out because you've seen this before. Alright, so that segment recon's complete a second time. I guess one of my failed recordings, I did that mission and then forgot to redo it when I... Because I had a couple times where the game froze on me after I finished a recording session. So... yeah, like, it froze after I finished the recording session, so I like, had the recording, I had the episode fine, but I needed to redo what I did in the episode, and I guess I forgot to do that mission at one point. Anyway, we're gonna accept and then immediately reject Fogg's offer to join the team to get that segment completed, and that's not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna meet you back in Barista Court because I think there is still a follow-up mission to that one, which is what I was intending to do before I realized that I'd never saved over me doing it the first time. And yes, you can use the scaffolding to get pretty much anywhere if you fall in the water, so that's why I'm not warping. Well, discovered North Founders Street by total accident. And here's the meeting Yell Affinity mission. And that's just as like a way to triangulate yourself with that. And now that it's nighttime, I'm pretty sure Joe will be off the map. So let's find a bench somewhere and make it day again so I can hopefully grab another quest, because if there's not another quest then I just wasted about 8 minutes of recording. Okay, she doesn't have another quest. I don't know where I got that in my mind. But I guess this can be a short episode anyway because, you know, Chapter 5 next time. So, I guess until then I'm Luxin signing off. And don't worry if this seemed kind of short and abrupt. Next time, it's gonna be big. See you guys then.